Hello, welcome to my reading rush reading vlog, which is, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of hard to say. I've tried like 4 reading vlogs since I've got back from America and not one of them have seen the light of day, so let's hope this is the one that does. So I don't want to do too much in the way of prep work for the reading rush, which is why I didn't make a TBR. Well, I made a TBR, but I didn't make a TBR video. I'm just going to tell you my TBR now. It's currently about 12:30 on Monday, on July 22nd, so the reading rush has officially started, but I have still been super sick, so I was up ridiculously late coughing last night, so I woke up really late. It's a whole thing. I have a lot of stuff to get done today, so I'm attempting to do that. So really quickly, I did put 7 books on my TBR. I'm not expecting to read all 7 books in these 7 days because I'm just not. Although, to be fair, the majority of the books that I've picked, they're relatively they're not short, but they're not like ridiculously long, and some of them I think will be quite quick reads, so we'll see how we go. So the first challenge for this year's reading rush was to read a book with purple on the cover, and I have picked Autobiography by Christina Lauren. There's no dust jacket on this one, but the undercover is purple, and even the dust jacket, which is up there somewhere, I'm pretty sure has purple on it, so I'm going with that. This is actually going to be my first read of the reading rush. I'm going to get started on this one probably when I go to the doctor, because oh man, do I need to go back to the doctor. The second challenge is to read a book in the same spot for the entire time. The spot I have chosen is my bed, and the book I've chosen is Nexus by Sasha Osweg and Lindsay Cummings. This is the sequel to Zenith. Read Zenith last year, and I'm really excited to get the chance to read Nexus because I just want to know how this all ends. And I picked my bed because that's where I do the majority of my reading anyway. Wow, can you hear this? I feel like I've got my vocal nodules again, but I know that I don't. Fix yourself, please. Alright, number 3 was a book you meant to read last year, and that is The Bank Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. This was during my Shadowhunters readathon, which I read all of the Mortal Instruments books, all of the Infernal Devices books, but I never got around to these 2, or the Dark Artificers, which I would like to get to this year. I think this one's going to be a relatively quick read. I did start this one last year, but I actually kind of got bored after like the first 2 short stories, so I'm thinking maybe I can like read a short story in between all the others so that I don't get bored just reading like a full book of short stories, so we'll see. Wow, I feel like I have no energy for this portion of the reading vlog, and that's because I don't. Number 4 is to read an author's first book, and I've picked A Town Called Dust by Justin Woolley. I don't actually know if this is his first book. According to Goodreads, it is, but I'm not entirely sure, and I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. It's one, I met the author, and when I meet authors I tend to feel guilty and buy their books, so that's how I ended up with this one, but I think it could be interesting. I'm not really sure. We'll give it a go. At least it's relatively short, so hopefully it's a relatively quick read. Number 5 is to read a book with a non-human main character. I have picked Who's Afraid 2 by Maria Lewis, which is the sequel to Who's Afraid. The main character in this book, Tommy Grayson, is a werewolf, so she is not human. Number 6 is to pick a book with 5 or more words in the title. I've picked Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club, which has 7 books in the title. That is by 7 words in the title. This is by Alison Goodman. This is a Victorian novel, so historical fiction. This is the one that I'm not sure I'm gonna love because I don't always love Victorian style books, so we'll see. But this is another one where I met the author, so I bought the book, but I'm curious because I know this series is relatively popular, so I'm curious to see how it goes. And then the very last one is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation, so I've chosen Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis, so I will read and watch Prince Caspian at some point this week. I just don't know when that is going to be. This week is a relatively interesting week, so like I said, I'm sick today, so I've got some stuff that I've got to go and do. Tomorrow I have a day off, so I've got to go get some stuff I've got to do. Wednesday I have an appointment in the afternoon which I have to go to, and then I actually start my new job on Thursday, which is really exciting. I'm accepted a temp position just for a little while. Someone is on long service leave at this company, so I will be filling her position, which I'm really excited about, mainly just because I would like to earn some money and some experience in that field so that I can get a job in that field. And then Saturday, Sunday is like normal Saturday, Sunday stuff, so hopefully I should get a bunch of reading done. But I am going to go to the shops now so that I can get done all the stuff I need to do. I will take a book with me. I don't know if I'll read it, but I will take it with me. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of the reading rush now, and I am still sick with a stupid throat. But this morning I finished Autobiography by Christina Lauren. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I was not that impressed with it. It had been hyped up a lot on BookTube and just kind of everywhere in the book community a couple of years ago when it came out, and so reading it now I was expecting a lot more than what I got. Didn't particularly like the characters or their relationship. I found it a little unbelievable, but it could just be because I'm not in that situation. I don't know. Either way, super disappointed because I was expecting it to be a 5-star read and it wasn't, so a little bit of a letdown for the start of the reading rush. So now I am gonna go and make some lunch. It's about 1:30. I'm gonna have some nachos and I'm really excited about that. Then I'm probably gonna watch some TV just to like get my brain out of the reading. You know, I don't want to blow out my brain by just reading 24/7. I was gonna film a little bit today and I still might film a bit today. I'm just gonna see how I feel because I'm not feeling great. I'm gonna see how I feel after I get some food in me. And the book I'm going to be starting next, I'm gonna be starting Nexus by Sasha Osberg and Lindsay Cummings. I don't know why I had to think about that. This is a very talked about book on BookTube. I really did enjoy Zenith, and I know that Nexus and Zenith have been given a lot of crap on YouTube and everywhere in the book community. The books aren't that bad. I think a lot of the crap is coming from people who haven't read it and haven't ever tried to actually write a story themselves, because let me tell you, it ain't easy. So I am really excited to read Nexus and to sort of see how everything wraps up in this duology. I'm really excited. Oh, wanted to tell you guys as well, sorry, I'm all over the place. So Autobiography completed the first challenge, which was to read a book with purple on the cover. Cover's all the way up there. It does have purple on it, I promise you, when the inside is purple as well. And then Nexus is going to be the second challenge, which I think was to read a book in like one spot the entire time. And I think I picked my bed, so that's not going to be that hard because that's what I literally just did with Autobiography. I just sat in bed and read it. So if anything, like, Autobiography can technically count for that challenge because that's exactly what I've just done. I've just sat here and read it. I'd turn on a light, but I have 3 lights in this bedroom: my desk light, my big light, and my bedside table light, and only one of the 3 of them works, so that's great. All of this light is literally coming from my laptop. No, from my desktop. But anyway, I have done some filming. I've done my laundry, I've done the dishes, I've found out how the black Labrador has been getting into and out of our backyard. That's a whole thing. It's really annoying. What I haven't done is any reading. So I have a video that I want to get up today, and then I've got the rest of the week to edit some more because I've made the decision that I'm going to really scale back and only do 2 videos a week while I'm working. So pretty much my plan is to edit and upload this video and then to start reading Nexus, which I'm really excited about, but I don't remember enough from Zenith. So I'm gonna have to try to find like a recap or something online because I really don't remember a lot of Zenith. Fingers crossed that it all doesn't take too long and that I can start Zenith relatively quickly. And then it doesn't get too dark in here because I don't know if we have any light bulbs for me to change any of this. Hey guys, really quick. So I am currently editing my reading vlog and I have noticed in the next like consecutive clips, every time I'm holding up Nexus, I call it Zenith and I literally never like correct myself. So this is me from the future correcting myself. Jenna, you read Nexus, you didn't read Zenith. Back to the vlog now. Well, I finished editing and uploading my video. It was my biannual bibliothon wrap up. I read 3 books for that bibliothon, which was 9 days, and I'm hoping I can read more for the reading rush, but we will see. So now I'm going to get started on Zenith, and I'm going to read the entirety of Zenith in my bed because that is the challenge I've picked for it. I don't really like sitting in my bed apart from when I'm reading or going to bed, like actually trying to go to sleep. So the fact that it's only 6 o'clock and I'm sitting here getting ready to read is really weird for me. But pretty much I've got nothing else to do tonight. No videos that need editing, like nothing drastic. I don't have any TV shows to watch tonight, nothing drastic again. So I'm really just planning on sitting and reading for like hours on end, and I haven't done that in a really long time, so I'm really excited. Also, this is where I keep my TBR. It sits at me and it stares. And yes, there's Katniss in the background. I actually really like having it there and having it stare at me because it makes me feel not guilty, but like it reminds me every time I look at it, like, yep, I can do this. And every time I finish one and the pile gets shorter, just makes me feel so happy. Okay, so it's now 10:20, 10:30, nearly 10:30. I have been reading for like a good 3 hours, I think. I was watching my friend stream CTR as well, so that was fun. I have managed to get to page 170 of Nexus. This is taking longer than I expected. It's a relatively dense book, which is something I didn't really expect. I expected it to be kind of a breeze, but it's not. It's so dense, and I don't really know why. It doesn't need to be, but you know, whatever. And I have to say, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. There's been some plot twists that I haven't seen coming. One was literally just on like the last page. I was participating in some reading sprints from the Reading Rush Reading Sprint account on Twitter, and literally like as the clock ticked over, there was this big plot twist, this big reveal on my page, and I was like, what do you mean? How is that even a thing? So I am gonna have a shower, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna keep reading Nexus. I don't know how long I'm gonna read for though, because I am exhausted. Apparently spending a day doing nothing but reading is really exhausting. Who knew? So I don't think I'm gonna get Nexus done tonight because I've got like that much more to go. I have a little over halfway left. I think I've still got like 60% to read or something. So yeah, and considering how dense the book is, I don't see me finishing it tonight, which kind of sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then when I finally do finish it, which will hopefully be sometime tomorrow, I then have to decide what book I want to read next. You know, I'm thinking the next one I've got in my pile is the Bang Chronicles, but I actually don't feel like reading that one. So I might read like a shorter one, maybe even Prince Caspian, like just something really short that I know that I can knock out in a couple of hours. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get to read all 7 of these books, but it would be nice to read more than 3 because that's what I read for the annual Bibliothon. So it would be nice to read more than that, but we shall see. Hello, good morning. It is day 3 of the reading rush now, and I just finished my second book. I finished Zenith by Sasha Osweg Lindsay Cummings, gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I really, really did. I thought it was brilliant. It was a great ending to the series. I don't have a lot to say about it just because I've done some stuff on Goodreads this morning and written a review, and I'll talk more about it in my wrap up. But basically, I think this series is much better than everyone is giving it credit for, and I really do think a big portion of that is because of Sasha being a booktuber. But that's a story for another day. Today, I don't have a lot going on. Today's my last day before I start work full time, which is insane. It's currently 10:30. I've been up since 7, which is really, really weird for me. That doesn't happen, but I was trying to get into the habit of getting up early. I'm still in bed though because the challenge for Zenith, the challenge that Zenith was completing, was to read a book in the same spot the entire time, and I picked my bed. So yeah, I didn't really have a choice in that matter. But now I have to decide what book to read next. I have The Bang Chronicles by Cassandra Clare and others, A Town Called Dust by Justin Woolley, Who's Afraid To by Maria Lewis, Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman, and Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis left on my TBR. I know my friend really wants me to read Who's Afraid To, but I think I'm leaning towards reading A Town Called Dust just because it looks like it's the shortest of the books that I've got on that TBR, and if I can smash A Town Called Dust out today as well, then I'll have a better chance of like reading more books over this weekend, because obviously tomorrow and Friday I'm at work, so I don't anticipate me getting a chance to finish a book tomorrow and Friday, but we shall see. I have a phone appointment at 1:30, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a break from reading because I don't want to overload my brain, and I don't really have anything to do like desperately YouTube wise or anything, so instead I'm gonna go trophy hunting on my PlayStation 4 because I'm super, super, super competitive, and my friend who I'm really competitive with messaged me the other night and was like, I'm coming for you. She's on level 7 at 88% and I'm on level 8 at 6%. So I need to go do some trophy hunting and get some more trophies so that I can beat her, because she's a much better gamer than I am and she streams, so she has more opportunities to play video games and whatnot. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm gonna try and trophy hunt, but I'm at that point now where the trophies I have to get are either impossible or I'm getting to the point where I have to like do a lot of stuff in the game to get 100%, which is taking a really long time. So I think she's gonna pass me because she's playing Spider-Man and I'm really sad about it, but you know, we'll see. Gonna go and try to do that now, but everyone should wish me luck. Hello, it is currently 7:30, close to 7:40. I haven't done much reading today. Like I said, I was gonna do a lot of trophy hunting, which I did. If you don't know what trophy hunting is, it's a PS4 thing, so if you're not a gamer, don't worry about it. I have started A Town Called Dust. I've read the prologue, so I'm up to page 8, and it turns out it's all about ghouls, which is kind of cool. I don't think I've ever read a book about ghouls before, so that's pretty awesome, and I'm looking forward to keep going. I'm gonna watch The 100 later when that airs. It's not too long, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the night probably just reading A Town Called Dust. I want to go to bed relatively early because I start work tomorrow, so I need to be up and ready to go. Plus I'm already super tired because I was up so early this morning. So that's the plan. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish A Town Called Dust tonight, but I'm hoping to get like a decent amount through it. But you know, we shall see. Good morning, it is day 4 of the reading rush and I am actually about to head to work. It's like 7:40 in the morning, so this is a really weird thing for me. It's my first day, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I wanted to do a quick update of my reading. So last night I read about 95 pages of A Town Called Dust. I don't really know what's going on. All I know is it's set in Australia and there are these ghouls and we've got these two main characters, Squid and Lynn, and I think they're gonna meet at some point, but like also it's been 95 pages of a 300-page book and they haven't met yet, so I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know whether I'm liking this book or not. I think I am, but I'm like not 100% sure. I'm gonna try to read a little bit in the car on the way to work, but I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today, even on my lunch break, because I've got some other stuff that I need to do. But hopefully tonight when I get home, I know I have to edit a video, or start editing a video because that goes up on Saturday, and then hopefully I can just spend the rest of the day reading this, and hopefully I can get this done, and then I can get started on my 4th book for the reading rush, but we will see. Hello, it is almost 10 o'clock, so it's been a while since I updated you today. I had my first full day of work. It was really long and I didn't really get to read much. I read like 10 pages on the way to work and I didn't read anything in my lunch break. And then by the time I got home, my mum and I went food shopping and then we had dinner, and then my sister and I went to the shops. And so by the time I got home and I did some finance stuff and I was all ready to go, I looked at the time and was like, yeah, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go to bed. So hopefully I read a bit more of this tonight. I'm not expecting to finish it because I am exhausted. I'm on page 116 right now. So I'm hoping to get to maybe at least page 200 if I'm lucky. And I think it's a 300-page book. But I've got nothing going on tomorrow night. So I'm working tomorrow. I finish at 4:30 tomorrow, which is, no, I finish at 4:30? I might even finish at 4:15. All I know is I finish early tomorrow, and then I do need to edit a video and I need to get ready to film a video on Saturday. But I've pretty much got tomorrow night free apart from that editing. So I think if I can do like half the editing tomorrow and then just like read for the rest of the night, because I'd really like to finish Town Called Dust tomorrow. So these are the books that I have left. So I have Bane Chronicles, Who's Afraid 2, Lady Helen, and Prince Caspian. And I have to pick which one I want to read for the rest of the Bibliothon. No, not the Bibliothon, the reading rush. Bibliothon was last week. Just because I don't have time. Well, I know I won't be able to finish all of them because I do have a lot that I have to do this weekend. I'll probably pick Prince Caspian because I know it's a really easy read, it's a reread, and I'll be able to watch the movie while I'm doing all my meal prep for the week. So at least I'll get to finish 4 challenges in that case. 4? I think I'll get to finish 4 challenges in that case, which would be really good. But either way, I'm gonna go get ready for bed now, and then I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I am so tired, it's not funny. Good morning and welcome to day 5 of the reading rush. I think all the days are kind of blurring together. Pretty sure it's day 5. So update on reading. I did not finish A Town Called Dust last night. I didn't even make it to 200 pages last night. I made it to page 177. There's just not much going on in this book and I was so tired that I was like, I'm not gonna force myself to keep reading. I'm just gonna finish the page I'm up to and then I'm just gonna go to sleep. So plan for today though, I have work all day, but I leave early, which is cool. So I'm planning on reading my book on the way to work. I'm planning on reading during my lunch break, but we will see what happens. I might also watch Big Bang, who knows. And then tonight I have a video to edit and just to read. I'm hoping if I can finish A Town Called Dust tonight, then I can at least start Prince Caspian tonight as well, and then see how I go trying to get as much read as possible for the rest of the weekend. If I can finish like 4.5 books for the readathon, I'll be pretty happy. I don't know if I'm liking A Town Called Dust though. It's like I'm almost done, but it's such a setup book and nothing's really happening, and everything that is happening is kind of boring. So I don't know, it had such a good premise. Like it's set in the middle of Australia, post-apocalyptic, there are ghouls, but I don't know if I'm liking it. So I'm gonna hopefully finish this today and then we'll see if I actually enjoyed it or not. Hello. So it's currently 9:22 on Friday night, 26th of July, which is day 5, and I haven't read like anything. I think I read maybe 10 pages on the way to work and then went to work. And by the time I came home, I was like, I've got some shows to catch up on. So I caught up on Younger and on iZombie, and I watched some YouTube, had dinner, and then I was sitting down ready to edit my video, and I realized that a bunch of the footage that I need has mysteriously vanished from my computer, and so now I have to edit something else. And after that happened, I was like, I'm not in the mood to edit anymore because that's really disappointing. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna go to bed because I am really, really tired, and I've got kind of a busy day tomorrow because I've got lots of YouTube stuff to do. So I want to go to bed because I want to try to finish this, and I feel like it's going to take me a while. I'm on page 184. Stuff has finally started happening, but not enough that I think it's going to last me like that much more of the book. I can see there being maybe 50 pages left of the story, but apparently there's 120 or something, so I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about that, but that's okay. We'll read the book, we'll finish it, and we'll see how we feel afterwards. I haven't read this much in a really long time though, and it's really weird. Like, I've been in such a reading slump lately, and this has definitely gotten me out of it, but one of the reasons I've been in a reading slump is because I have been limiting the number of books that I buy. So I've been like really forcing myself to read from my physical TBR, and that's really hard to do when the majority of your physical TBR is from like 2016 backwards. So I've mostly just been reading a lot of back catalogue books, and like every now and then I'll just be watching a YouTube video or something and I see all the new releases that are coming out, and I'm like, oh, I really want to be reading that, but I can't. So I don't know. I'm hoping that this readathon gets me back into the reading swing of things, and then I can really try to sort of get out as many of my physical TBR as possible, because my goal for the last couple of years has been to get it under 100 books, and no matter what I do, it doesn't seem to go under 115. I don't know why, because I read lots, but apparently I buy lots of books too, which I didn't think that I did, but it looks like I do. And I also get sent books from publishers, not very often because I don't request anything, just every now and then I'll get something sent to me unsolicited, and then that gets added to my TBR, but I don't always read them immediately because they're unsolicited, so I don't feel like I have to, and you know, I've got other stuff to read, so I just don't know. I just don't know. Hello, welcome to day 6 of the reading rush. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I've done no reading. I have managed to edit and upload a video, which is pretty cool. I was going to film today, but like I was not feeling it, and I wasn't going to film something if I wasn't feeling it, because then I'd be uploading content I wasn't totally proud of and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't want that to be an issue for me. So I have done that, and I've watched some Big Bang Theory, and I slept in a bit this morning as well because I am, this is going to sound so lame, but I'm not used to working full time. So it's going to take my body a little bit of time to get used to it. So this morning, I was so tired last night. I didn't read anything last night. I was that tired. I literally got into bed and I opened my book and I was like, not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I started watching Heathers because I am obsessed with the Riverdale Heathers soundtrack, but I've never seen Heathers and I've never listened to the actual soundtrack, and I'm meant to be going to see the musical, so I figured I should probably watch the movie. I got like 20 minutes into the movie and was like, I'm gonna go to bed now. So I just closed my laptop and went to sleep. So I woke up this morning at 10, which was great. I had such a sleep in, but now I have no more excuses. So I'm gonna get started on A Town Called Dust, and I'm determined to finish it because I don't have long to go, and I know that I can finish it, and then I can start Prince Caspian almost immediately, because I really would like to finish 4 books for this readathon instead of just 3. That would be incredible, and I'd really love that, but we will have to see how that goes. I do have a couple other things. I think I'm going out tonight, but like I'm not 100% sure, and I know I don't 100% want to because I know I've got a big day tomorrow. So I'm just kind of playing things by ear and seeing how it goes. But for now, let's get to reading. Told you I was obsessed with it. It's literally what I was just listening to, but I'm gonna find some actual listening music now. Hello. It is, believe it or not, only 5:30 in the afternoon and it's so dark and I cannot be bothered getting up to turn on the light that I am actually needing to light this shit up with my phone. But I finished A Town Called Dust by Justin Woolley. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I know it's upside down, but it's a thing. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was alright, but like it wasn't fantastic. It felt like part 1 of a 3-act film, honestly, but also not. And it just, there were no depth to any of the characters and like some of the reveals, I was like, do I really care about this? Funnily enough though, I do kind of feel like I want to continue on with the series. It's going to be one of those situations where I'm like, if I get the opportunity to continue with this series, then I probably will. But if I don't, I'm not going to like be devastated. It's not the end of the world if I don't finish it, because I do want to know like what happens and how it all ends, because I'm a little curious, but I'm not curious enough to be like immediately on Book Depository trying to purchase the next 2 books. So that's fun. This did actually finish a challenge as well. This finished the challenge of reading an author's first book. I'm pretty sure it's Justin Woolley's first book. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but you know, we can't be sure. So now it's 5:30, as I said, and I should probably get up and do something, but I don't really want to. I might start reading Prince Caspian in like half an hour, maybe. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going out tonight. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what's happening. I am just probably gonna lay here for like 10 minutes and listen once again to the Riverdale Heather soundtrack because I'm obsessed. And I also discovered just before that Susie and Dustin's version of Neverending Story from Stranger Things 3 is on Spotify, and I've been listening to nothing else. So I had like a good 10-minute jam session to that. But apart from that, I literally have nothing to update you on. Let's see if I do any more reading tonight. Who knows? Hello, it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m? Yeah, it's 1 a.m. This is the latest I've been up in a while, but I thought I should let you guys know that I started and finished Prince Caspian. It literally took me like an hour to read, which is insane to me. But in this bind up, it's like only 100 pages long, and I've read the story so many times that I just knew it. The movie was literally playing in my head, and as I was reading the story, I was like, so many things were coming back to me, like certain lines that they say in the movie but aren't in the book, and then like stuff that's in both. Like one that I can think of is when they're calling like Trumpkin their dear little friend, and he's like, in the movie he's like, well, that's not at all patronizing, is it? And I'm like, I love this story. I love Narnia. I think it's got such a magical childlike innocence to it that I really love, and I love this story, and I'm really glad that I read it. And it means that I've now read 4 books for the reading rush, which is insane. So tomorrow I have plans to watch the Prince Caspian movie. If I remember correctly, I didn't like Prince Caspian the film as much as I liked the film adaptation of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, mainly just because I think Prince Caspian added a lot of stuff in that wasn't in the book and that didn't really need to be there. Unlike when Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, everything that they added was stuff that had been alluded to in the books, whereas in Prince Caspian they add like this whole attempt to infiltrate Miraz's castle, and none of that is sort of like inferred in the book. So that's just how I feel about the movie, but I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, well, when I wake up, and I'll see how I feel about it then. And the only other thing I wanted to tell you guys, because I just found it hilarious, I went and I watched, because I wanted to see what I read for the booktube-a-thon. Like, this is obviously used to be called the booktube-a-thon, and I did the booktube-a-thon last year. So I went and watched my wrap up for that, and it turns out that Autobiography and Prince Caspian were both on my TBR for the booktube-a-thon last year. I didn't read either of them, but I've read them both for the reading rush this year, and last year I read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and then watched it for the read and watch a book to movie adaptation challenge. What? That's weird. But anyway, it's 1 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed because I am exhausted. I can't believe I've managed to stay up this late. This is ridiculous. But tomorrow I have this movie to watch and another book to at least start. I don't know which book it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those. So either Bane Chronicles, Who's Afraid To, or Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club. But I don't know. I don't know which one I feel like. I really don't. Hello, it is day 7 of the reading rush, and honestly this morning I was reminded why I don't stay up that late reading anymore, because I've woken up with the biggest headache and I don't want to read today. I have a big headache. I can't be bothered. I don't even really want to watch Prince Caspian. Like, I'm done. I would watch Prince Caspian if I had a like an external DVD drive, because I really just want to play a video game, and I would watch Prince Caspian while I was doing that, but I don't have an external DVD drive to put it on my computer, and I'm pretty sure it's not on Netflix or Steam. weekend. So that's today. If I do decide to pick up a book, I will let you guys know, but honestly, I'm just not feeling it. I've got some meal prep to do. I have some stuff I have to do to get ready for the week ahead of me, and I'm done. I've read 4 books so far for the reading rush, so that's pretty insane. I do think though that I am going to pick up, at least tonight when I get home ready to go to bed, I do think I'm going to pick up Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club, because that book is actually on my July TBR anyway. So that is probably the book that I'm leaning towards, but I don't know. If anything changes, I will let you know, but I don't see that happening. Hey guys, so I just wanted to quickly wrap up this reading vlog. As predicted, I've read nothing so far today, and I'm probably only going to read like 50 pages of Lady Helen tonight, so I didn't think it was worth finishing the vlog tomorrow. So I had a pretty successful reading rush. I'm pretty happy. I managed to read 4 books. So the first book I read was Autobiography by Christina Lauren, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and this completed the challenge of reading a book with purple on the cover, as you can see. Then I read Nexus by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, and this completed the challenge of reading a book in the same spot the entire time. The spot was my bed. Never spent so much time in my bed before, but yeah, here we are. Then the third book I finished, was A Town Called Dust by Justin Woolley. I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars, and this one completed the challenge of reading an author's first book. Still not 100% sure that it is, but like I'm pretty sure. And then the last book that I finished was Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars, and this completed completed half the challenge of reading and watching a book to movie adaptation. I read the book, I did not end up watching the movie. But all in all, I had so much fun participating in the reading rush. It's been great to get back to reading. That's something that I haven't really been doing consistently lately, and I have really enjoyed myself. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this vlog. If you have watched the whole thing, thank you. Let me know in the comment section below if you participated in the reading rush and how you went, because I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.